Episode 14 of Fist of the North Star, 1 point. The key word for this episode is going to be repentance. In this episode, we mainly focus on one character who's called 𝚿𝚎𝚅. 𝚿𝚎𝚅 sensei, I don't know how to pronounce this in English, so let's call him 𝚿𝚎𝚅. Now, he's a former bandit, but he repented from his evil deeds. So now he wants to be a good person, and he manifests that in this episode by helping the people who need help, especially the sick ones, and he tries to give them care and attention, and he tries to heal them, and then he takes care of kids as well. So he's a very respected and appreciated person. Now, in this episode, he's kind of threatened to commit evil again, as in, he has to commit evil, otherwise he's going to suffer the consequences. And he's threatened, and what he has to do is kill Kenshiro. Now, of course he doesn't want to do that, because he doesn't want to go back to committing his evil deeds, but then he quite doesn't have the chance to choose. So, what happens is that he tries to kill Kenshiro, and the specific thing that I want to highlight, that I want to invite you to attend to, is the smile that he has on his face when he obeys back his former master. Kind of like this smile of some sort of very childish, innocent kind of, you may think, but in reality, this very shallow smile that he has on his face, looking at his former master, and he's been treated with great perversion, if I may say, by his master, and it's like he did something good. So there's still a bit of that evil that he had inside of him. So the question to ask would be, what is real repentance? How do we know that we're a good person? Well, he made the decision to commit good deeds, to help people, to pay for the mistakes that he committed, for the evil deeds that he was committing. But how do you know you're sincere? How do you know you're going to stay on that path? Now, he got threatened a little bit, and that's it. And so he wasn't ready to keep his promise. Now, he was lucky enough to have such a second life, being acting like a good person. But the evil deeds that you committed in the past don't disappear, and maybe their consequences still are still a thing that we have to attend to. So later in the anime, characters are often, let's say, going to pay for their mistakes, and they're very often going to sacrifice, well, more specifically, sacrifice themselves. Now, this is what this character also ends up doing. So he kind of breaks his promise and repents again, and pays for his mistake that now we think he has fully understood by sacrificing himself. So sacrifice is something that you're able to do when you have faith, when you have knowledge, when you have deep understanding. And so pain doesn't bother you, and you can sacrifice even yourself. And that's what's exhibited, displayed by this character in this episode, and it gets to be a simple kind of development as such, and later we're going to have more of this in a more grandiose way, but here's all I have to say concerning this episode.